A beautiful, beautiful good morning to everyone. It's one of those incredible autumn mornings, although we're coming towards the end of autumn now, in the Celtic calendar anyway, because Samhain is just around the corner. That's going to be happening on the first day of November. And November, of course, in Gaelic is Samhain. But the colours developing at the moment is one of those kind of very lingering autumns, which is so joyful to behold, because you have this depth of colour developing everywhere, and I could just take you around the entire 3 acres. That would take about an hour and a half, even if I was moving fairly quickly, just to show you some of these colours. But you can get a little bit of a snapshot here, just at the back of the cottage. The field maple over there, the larch, that red one is it's a Canadian maple of some kind, and then that's a purple beech, and even the hazel there near the shed is beginning to colour. And these little pot plants, which I'll be taking out of the pots now and planting out, because of course I grow most everything in pots, whether they be cuttings or seeds or little seedlings. And here you can see a whole lot of pot grown trees and shrubs, and even some Russian kale in there that's come up on its own, which I'll be taking and repotting today, digging out some compost and doing all that. And there's some more sitting here on the chair, and I've got lots and lots around the front by the rustic bed near my bedroom window. But before I begin my little walkabout, I want to say some big thank yous. Okay, I got 2 lovely parcels, 2 lovely boxed up parcels filled with little gifts, and I'm very, very thankful for those, because it's just such a delight, such a surprise. I'm a little bit selfish because I like to do the unwrapping now on my own, and just myself and Jack, and we sit there and we unwrap things, and it's just lovely. I'm not really one for doing things in front of the camera, but 2 people sent me these parcels. So Martha Meadows, thank you so much. What a delight. Thank you, Martha. And Heidi, thank you so much. So Martha Meadows and Heidi. I also got quite a big package of cards, handmade cards, and they were from Terry Torsia. Terry Torsia sent me some beautiful handmade cards. Thank you, Terry. I will be using them. What a lovely gift. And Penny, from Bealtaine Cottage in Australia, Penny sent me some cards as well. Thank you very much. And Rosemary Hill sent me a book on apples. Look at the light coming through the trees there. And Susan Miles, thank you for your little gift as well. And birthday cards from Teresa and Michael and Steve. Thank you so much. So, it's always lovely to receive little gifts. Although I've taken my address down from the website. So, you may find it a little bit difficult, unless, of course, you kind of dig into aspects of the website. You may find the address. But I've been getting a lot of pestering emails. I mean, a lot of them are from, oh gosh, where do I start? You know, the usual nonsense stuff. So I've taken my email address down as well. It's been such a nuisance. But anyway, this isn't going to be about moaning about emails, because quite frankly, the internet's gone a bit mad on stuff like that. You know, it's become a source of nuisance in many ways, you know. People harvesting other people's details on the net to try to make money in all kinds of obnoxious ways. So everything is still very much sort of blooming and in shape, simply because there's been no frost yet at all. Look at the sunshine coming through the birch over there. I think the birch trees always look quite ghostly, don't they? I mean, look at that. That looks unreal. So there's been no frost yet, so all the nasturtiums are still in place, and the fuchsia, well, the fuchsia survives the frost anyway. It just seems to go on and on. That is beautiful. Just so gorgeous in these colours. That lovely light peachy orange is from the cherry tree, and the deep russet in the front is purple beech. But some beautiful colours there. So let me just walk on down. So over the past few days I've been working on the calendar. This has been a busy week for me. I've been to the accountant's. My accountant, because I declare every single thing that comes through to Bealtaine Cottage, and as most everything comes through PayPal, then that's not too difficult to do, but it's the gathering up of all the receipts. So everything's gone over to the accountant now. I had a meeting with him on Tuesday it was, and so I just wait now to hear if I have tax to pay this year. So after I went to the accountant on Tuesday, it sort of cleared the decks then, because I had a few other things to sort out. Sorry, I'm just going down these steps at the moment, so I'm being a little bit cautious. I had a few other things to sort out and just tidy up. And so yesterday and today has been and will be all about getting the photographs and the text ready for the calendar, because I want to go and see Aidan at my printers in Carrick tomorrow. And once I get a date for the calendar to come back to me, printed and ready to post, I will put a post up on the website where you can pre-order. It's been a wonderful year for photographs, because we've had some very, very classic seasons here. When you think of it, there was a beautiful spring. I'm sure you all remember the spring here at Bealtaine. And a gorgeous summer, although it was very dry, but it was just a beautiful summer. And everything seemed to fit in to what the Celtic seasonal cycle is all about. And now, of course, we have this gorgeous autumn, which is just, again, a very classic type autumn. It's been very lingering, you know, there's been this wonderful lingering sense of slowly earthing, slowly everything going back down into the earth. I think I'll go walk down this way. There's already quite a leaf fall. And here's wood that I've stacked here underneath this birch tree, and also within the shelter of bamboo, which will keep it nice and dry. And I noticed as well, so you notice these things as the leaves start to change colour, you get a better idea of the position of trees. And remember when I lost most of, or so I thought, most of the horse chestnut tree? Well, when I was stacking all this wood, I noticed there were more branches of the horse chestnut tree coming out this way. So it looks as though the horse chestnut tree, although it may have been stunted in terms of the leader being taken out, there's a massive amount of low-growing branches which are still there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that tree develops. So we'll just walk on down over this bedrock, just holding on to this. Oh, there we go. Now, you can see colours through there. I'll come back up that way, I think. So, there's more lockdowns on the way. I think the position here in Ireland, it's probably reflected, worldwide. But with everything comes opportunity. It depends how you look at things. And for me, of course, the great opportunity is just to get out here into the woodlands and coppice and clear up, create habitat piles, spending days outdoors really. The one thing I did do on Monday of this week, I had to go into my local town of Boyle and had some messages to do in there. And I took the opportunity to visit a shop in Boyle. It's usually quite quiet in there, but it does sell sort of what I would call high-end women's clothing and shoes. And I went in to have a look, but I've also had my eye on a good pair of walking shoes for the past few months anyway. Because of course one of the things about lockdown is not going to stop anyone going for walks, and walking is so important. I would say for health, of course walking is important for health, but you know what it's really good for? Good mental health. Walking is incredibly good for mental well-being. So I treated myself to a pair of walking shoes in there, which I'm delighted to have. I haven't had the time to try them out yet. In fact, they're still in the box. But I'll be taking Jack down to Doreen Woods later on and giving them a bit of a test run. So there's been quite a bit of rain here as well. I think it was mostly last week we had the rain and over the weekend. But of course it's kind of primed the aquifers. So there's quite a lot of water now in the soil, which of course presses down on the aquifers and makes the aquifers flow better. sort of pressurizes them, if you like. So there's lots of water flowing from the spring well. There's a bit of a tree trunk there, piece of trunk fallen into the stream. I think it was further up this way. I have a feeling that there's been a deer coming through here, because there's been broken bits of young tree, well, not young trees, but there was some broken bits of buglia and a few pots knocked over up near the cottage. So I'm thinking to myself, now that there's 3 red squirrels, and I'm going to post some photographs after this particular video, by the way, so you can have a look at the photographs. Or no, what I might do is I'll put the photographs up on the website. I think that's going to be easier for me. And then I can load this video up as what's called a raw video. Now the night sky has been beautiful as well. There's been very clear skies at night. And Mars, the planet Mars, has been visible with the naked eye. I think it's the closest to Earth that it's going to be now for some time. But the night skies here, of course, are beautiful because there's not a lot of light pollution here in the west of Ireland. So it's rather gorgeous. There you can see the bedrock. Can you see the bedrock down there? The water's flowing over it and around it. This is the first time that that bedrock has been exposed. So the water is carving its own little channels out on this stream. Which is beautiful. I'm going all the way up there. So let me take you down a little bit further. I'll go down as far as the gate. Again, lovely colours. Look at this on the sycamore. And then down here near the gate, on both sides, you can see the amount of planting that's been done because of all the differentiation now in leaf colour. See these young trees? And rowan. Beautiful colours. The purple beech, lots of cotoneaster. And the dogwoods starting to become very showy with their red stems. There's some cars going along the lane. I think it's school time. So there's some children being delivered off now to school. So I shall make a little video tomorrow to let you all know about the calendar, and I may post a blog up on the website today because I've got lots and lots of beautiful photographs that I've taken. I keep coming back to this sort of camera thing rather than the mobile phone. Besides which, of course, the ongoing problems with my phone, because you know I dropped it and it's severely cracked, and I had it sort of glued up a little bit, but of course it's just causing more problems now, so I've become a bit frustrated with it. So it's just parked up by my desk at the moment. It serves me well as a hotspot. So I've kind of curtailed my comings and goings with the phone, and I'm just using my camera, which is actually far more relaxing. These lovely colours. Let's just take you through here now before we sign off. Aren't these colours gorgeous? It's little wonder that poets write so many beautiful odes to autumn. There's something very serene about autumn. And it's the perfect time for walking, because each walk that you take, there seems to be more and more revealed. You know, the leaves are dropping and you get to see more. I mean, the landscape appears to change completely. Oh yes, Saturday, just gone, I had a visit from two young people who are filmmakers, Natalia and Willie, and they spent about an hour and a half or so shooting footage here at Bealtaine Cottage. They're making a film, I think it's about food forests. It's to do with trees in a way. And they were talking to someone in Carrick, and I think it was John Cranogue, who has been out here several times. John is a good friend of mine, and he recommended that they come out here and have a look. And I think it's safe to say they were both rather enchanted with everything here, and declared several times that it seemed impossible that this place was only 16 years old, you know. And I must say, that's my thoughts and feelings each time I walk through the woodland. It's hard to believe that it is that age, because it just seems so ancient. I've moved that little wooden bridge that was here, because of course it was beginning to rot, as you can see, and I didn't want anyone stepping on it and then falling through it. So I've just piled it up there and there, but I'll get round to tidying it up. It's quite a busy time of the morning. People going to work and children going to school. there we go. Natalia and Willie said that there would be a film probably ready for about Christmas and shown in a place called The Dock in Leitrim in Carrick-on-Shannon. It's like an art centre. So when I hear anything about this, I will let you know, and make sure that you have links to see whatever it is has been filmed. It should be quite interesting. There we go. You get to see a lot more of the woodland now, don't you? Just at this point, before all the leaves are off. Great depth there. So blessings to you all, and look out for the blog that I'll be posting hopefully later on today.